Gang, gang.
What's up, gang?
Bad Boys 2. Because 2 Bad Boys.
Anywho.
No
Anywho.
diddly.
Oh my gosh. This man said this one.
Oh, man. Welcome to another episode of Flick Filter. You forgot to put it up.
What up? Ah.
It's all good.
It's all good.
But, yeah. Today we're going to do,
Den of Thieves 2.
Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. So, yeah. So, basically...
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, Big Diesel.
Coach.
They know. Except for you changing your name.
And whose fault is that? It's mine. It's mine.
But anywho, so when I tell you I did not remember the first one because it was like 2018, 2019. Yeah. So I had to rewatch, go ahead and rewatch it. I remember just one scene. Okay. One scene.
Which was what?
The 50 Cent scene.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
So.
Which, spoilers if you have not seen the first one. Just the first one. But everybody does.
Not everybody.
Basically everybody.
Everybody in the crew.
Which is...
Except for, of course.
I guess my point is, some people still survived. At least, except... Because so, now... Okay, I'll get into the
is it because of the whole franchise thing? And now you can't bring people back?
Why don't you do that?
Do what?
I was going to say that for you.
That... It's not, what does that even mean? How do you interpret that?
Alright. But yes. Basically, because he wants to Fast and Furious it in an interview.
That's not what I was even going with at this point, but now you kind of...
You already said it.
I didn't say that. Okay.
Anyways, yes. He's trying to franchise it. It would have been cool if some of the crew survived.
Yeah. I think initially my interpretation of it, of how the first movie went, was that
it was supposed to be a one-off. Yeah.
But the way it ended with the whole twist thing, it was like
it still could have been a one-off.
We let this guy get away just in the slight chance we want to do something else.
Yeah.
Just off the slight chance.
Yeah.
And they made it the guy you least suspect, even though he was pretty important.
Yeah. I guess at the time, yes. Yeah. He was the main character of the first one.
Kind of.
Nah, he was the main. It was basically him and Gerard.
Yeah.
50 Cent was kind of...
50 Cent was very much a side character.
And so was everybody else.
So was it.
Even the main guy
in the crew.
Because you're trying to see...
He's basically the Dom to... The way they marketed the movie at the time was... It was like... They kind of did the thing with... Which I was going to get into this. They kind of made it... I feel like they kind of tried to combine multiple movies. I feel like they tried to combine Fast and Furious and Heat. And that's where they mashed those two movies together. Especially Heat. And then Fast and Furious a little bit more. But they tried to make the leader of the crew... They tried to make him the Robert De Niro. And they made Gerard Butler the Al Pacino. But it was really This it's a...
You started it. But anywho, I digress. But so basically I had to rewatch this before I saw it Then I
Yeah.
saw it, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
Basically, he's he gets the crew together to where he's trying to steal some diamonds,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some reason Gerard Butler's character, and I can't never remember his name, wants to, you know, enter into this, enter this, and we're like, why? So
Nick.
so then we get the so then we get the movie pretty much. What did you like about the movie?
So first, I liked. Honestly, I think I liked um, Donnie. That's O'Shea
So,
Jackson's
yep.
character. I think I liked him more in this movie because
He was front and center.
front and center, and you know it's like because of the previous movie, you've kind of already established these characters, and you can kind of just go straight in with them, and it's like you already kind of know his intentions more with this one, whereas with the first one, he's like you're not really sure. Like they 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 kind of branded it as like oh he's the weak one, but he's really the mastermind, the secret mastermind of the whole thing. Whereas with this one, it's kind of like you're just out the gate running with him, and he's organizing this thing. I like that aspect with the character with this one. Even though I did like the twist in the previous movie, but I would say with this one, I liked that it was just kind of like okay we've established him. This is who he is, and then even with his dynamic with Gerard Butler, Nick, it's kind of like um, he's while he still is unlikable, I think he's a little less. Um, I think he's
There's
a
a
little
reason
more.
for that,
There is a reason. I think he's a
but
little.
I feel like it's not really like they didn't do it well
With this one or the
with this one
okay. So
because you're over here like I still don't trust him,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden, O'Shea and the other crew members trust him just right off the bat. I'm like,
well,
it just didn't make sense to me.
I think so.
And I don't mean to get on the negative.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
to start
I
off.
think. Well, I think with his character, this one. Well, one, they shouldn't trust him. You're right, they shouldn't. But also, I think with O'Shea, it was kind of like, okay, what do I, what option do I really have? Like, I think it was like, I mean, he's already found me. He's, at that, like when he's kind of comes into contact with him, when he finds him, it's kind of like, well, it's like, what else am I going to do? It's like I gotta. I think he's just kind of like, I mean, it's either trust him or what at this point, or like he's gonna. I mean, I don't know if he was gonna bring him in or if he had even the power or whatever too. But it's kind of like I think in his mind it's like
But my thing is, they were at the party,
yeah.
and all of a sudden, they get him high, and the whole time I'm thinking that the thing is like laced, and they're gonna they still don't trust him, so they kind of did a little trick to kind of mess with his mind.
Yeah.
But then they kind of blended it together where, okay, they get into the fight, and now they're buddy buddy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And
So
that kind of was like, really?
so yeah, I'm gonna say.
And then he just tells them everything. They're both telling them everything, like, oh yeah, like it was just like
Yeah, it is kind of dumb. I think I'm gonna be real. It is. I think it's kind of the Fast and Furious effect where I don't be taking it that serious. Whereas, like, I feel like if the
yeah,
movie,
but that's like once The Rock got involved in it, it turned into Avengers 2.0.
yeah,
That's when you didn't take it seriously.
true. Okay,
But
yeah.
this is the second movie.
Second movie, I think okay, I mean, even with the first movie, which it was a little more. I mean, it was a little more. I'm not gonna say grounded. It was maybe a little more.
I
They
feel
try.
like it's
I
all
felt
over the place.
it is. It was all over. I think with the first movie, they tried to make it a little more realistic, whereas like
And
in
then
the sec-
now he's like thinking to himself, like, oh, I feel like he didn't know it was good until he saw the finish, and then he was like, or he just had an epiphany just one time after he already filmed it, like, dang, I could get, make a franchise out of this,
yeah.
or just on filming or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways,
Yeah.
O'Shea, I feel like he was good.
Yeah.
Did you get the reference?
I remember. I think I just missed it. I just didn't hear it.
Man,
What did he say?
he said, Gerard Butler said, and I think this was when they were, at the party, he was like, F the cops.
Oh.
And it was a NWA reference, and I'm in the theater like, did somebody get that? Am I the only one that got that? Because nobody, but O'Shea is even, I think it was improvised. Because he didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, was that I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he meant to do it.
So Gerard Butler said it?
Gerard Butler said it.
Oh, okay.
And O'Shea was like, because of course O'Shea played
yes, I get it.
his father.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was like, wow. But yeah, I thought O'Shea was good. I like to see him kind of doing his own thing. But
Yeah.
I would have really liked 50 Cent in there.
Yeah, he would have been good in there. I think maybe he was just like
Someone, or even also the main character. But I didn't think I think it was just supposed to be a one-off, and then he was just trying to find something to do and came up with it.
Yeah, they definitely.
Everybody wants their own Fast and the Furious franchise.
They definitely are.
But it was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
I just felt like it was all over the place with it.
It was.
And I still didn't like Gerard the whole movie, so it didn't.
Yeah, I didn't trust him. I think they tried to make him more sympathetic by him losing everything and getting kicked off the force and all the. I'm not saying that makes him more likable, but it's like because he was already.
I just don't think
it.
I just don't think it was done well.
Yeah. No, I agree. It could have been executed better, but I guess my expectations were like they weren't high by any means. So it's like whatever I get, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty entertaining. Even I'm not saying
it did feel a lot like Fast and the Furious after already knowing it. Because you got the cars and you got the
the chase scenes. And
but it was so cool. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was just that beginning part that I did not care for.
Yeah.
Everything else was cool.
So, I mean, I guess we're kind of getting into the spoiler-ish
No,
area.
not really. No.
How much?
We're not trying to spoil it.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Okay.
But we're just kind of.
Well, okay. Because I was going to say.
Because some people might still want to see it.
Okay. Well, I also did like the fact that, I mean, I don't know where they filmed it, but whatever country they're in, it looked really nice.
Yeah.
It looked like a cool place to go visit.
Yeah.
It definitely was like, oh, we're gonna go to an actual location and not just shoot on a green screen type of feel.
I definitely want more people though. Like, bring more people in here. Like, Furious. I hate to say this all the time, but they have other characters as well. You need him to build a team.
I think that's what they're getting at for this movie, or at least
I'm building the Avengers.
I think that is how the movie ended without spoiling. I feel like that is how they were, like, what direction they were trying to go into. Like, okay, at this point now you're part of the
ending was
in
cool.
a sense.
The ending was cool. Was it a post-credit scene?
Actually, don't know. I hope not. Not saying I hope not, so that. But I'm saying I hope not, so that I did miss it. But who knows?
I think that way.
Oh, okay.
I may have to look it up.
So
Yeah, you might have missed something.
dang.
But I don't know. Maybe it was. Yeah.
He was gonna
But
was Vin Diesel gonna walk through
yeah.
the door?
Oh, you already.
Dang, I guessed it.
You saw it.
Wait, I'm not. Wait, I was kidding.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. But wait.
Anywho, but yeah, all in all, I think it was a cool movie. It could have been executed better.
Mm-hmm.
What you rate it?
Give us. My bad. I'll give it a 3. 5.
Crazy.
What?
4.
Okay. 4.
I say go see it. Yeah, definitely go. Do you need to see the first one? Nah, but it kind of helps just to see it all in one. But yeah, I want to see more things. Just kind of put the team together. I guess.
Put a team together.
Too bad you can't use 50, but you know.
They could do an origin story.
Nah, they don't need to.
And do flashbacks.
Yeah, because he was in an interview talking. So I was like, wait, what? So already watching it, because, I mean, it was all 3 of them. It was Gerard, it was O'Shea, and then it was 50. So he probably produced it or something.
I was going to say, he does a lot of producing. He's probably one of the producers.
Yeah, but.
That's the thing.
But then when it just threw me off, because I was like, wait.
If you see him, then you're like, wait a minute.
But anywho. But yeah, post the comments down below. Let us know what y'all thought. I would definitely love to see more.
Yeah. We got sucked into the matrix of Pantera.
Alright, man. See y'all in the next one.
Let us know what you think. Be safe out here. Peace.